If you're using a weightlifting belt or straps in the gym, you may want to reconsider. First off, we need to look at the reason behind using a weightlifting belt in the gym, similarly straps. So let's talk about the weightlifting belt. The reason behind this is to strap it around your core so that when you breathe into the weightlifting belt, you're creating that intra-abdominal pressure to help stabilize your core, your low back, and to help probably with more strength while you perform your squat or your deadlift. But we actually have systems and structures in our body designed to literally do this. So is this kind of like walk with a cane, develop a limp? Well, maybe it will, because we want to use our transversus abdominis, which is one of the deepest muscles in the core, to actually engage, create that pressure, that intra-abdominal pressure and strength, so that when you are performing a squat or a deadlift, you're actually using your core properly. You want to build strength. You don't want to build a ton of strength in your legs, glutes, your hamstrings, other areas of your body, and just forget more so about the core. We need to use our body as a whole. So I'm not saying you don't ever need to be using a weight training belt. You can definitely do this, and I would recommend this more so for professional athletes or professional powerlifters. But if you're just using it because you find it easier, you need to let go of that ego, start dropping down the weight, and slowly start building from the ground up. Now, I didn't actually use a weight training belt a lot. I've tried it before. I never really loved it, but I did find a little bit of a benefit when I used it for training or lifting very heavy weights. And this is back in the day, and I don't do that anymore. So my recommendation is to start learning how to brace your core and to breathe diaphragmatically. When you brace your core, just like this, you're gonna notice that your lower ribs are coming a little bit more in towards your core. But now when you're holding it braced like this, brace it so that you're about to take a punch to your stomach without it really hurting. You should be able to engage these muscles properly. And then once they're engaged, breathe with your diaphragm so that you're expanding your belly out and to the sides. Actually, if you can do the whole surrounding area of your lower core, that is what you want to do. We're mimicking the belt because we already have a belt designed within our body. And if you're unsure on how to actually breathe diaphragmatically, I'm going to show you and teach you how to access the diaphragm properly so that you can brace your core and breathe diaphragmatically for your major lifts. So first off, what is the diaphragm? It's a plate of muscle that resides just below your heart and your lungs and just above your abdominal organs. So when you inhale, this plate actually moves down and your belly expands. And when you exhale, it moves up and your belly should be getting smaller. So we want to start utilizing this pretty well throughout the entire day, but also when you are weight training. Grab your rolled up towel and come directly to the floor, and now slowly bring your belly button directly over the rolled up towel. And let's start up on the elbows like this, and nice and slow, start breathing your belly in towards the towel. Right now, you're actually accessing your diaphragm. So we got to just train our body how to do this properly. We're designed to breathe diaphragmatically. We've just forgotten how to do this because of fear, stress, and we're just unconscious of this action. So now as you inhale, expand the belly in towards the towel. Exhale, make the belly nice and small and feel that towel sinking in deeper. You may feel a little bit of pain here, but that's okay. That just means there's a lot of compression and tension located in this area. So try performing this breathing pattern for about 3 minutes. And you're gonna notice when you exhale up and off that you're gonna much easier be able to access the diaphragm muscle. So now let's bring it all together. Let's flip onto your back and let's brace the core, bring those low ribs into the core. Now feel the tension building in your core as if you're about to take a punch. And now start breathing with your diaphragm and building that intra-abdominal pressure as you inhale. You should feel your belly, the sides of your belly, even your back ribs are starting to expand as you inhale. So this is that action you want to perform when you are about to perform a squat, a deadlift, and ultimately any lift. I'm definitely more guilty when it comes down to using weightlifting straps in the gym because I loved using them. But then I realized when I took a break from bodybuilding and started understanding the body, the fascia system, how we're totally connected head to toe, this really didn't make sense because you're not actually gaining true strength within the entire body. So if I have these straps and I'm performing a deadlift or a bent over barbell row, those are the main lifts I would use a strap for. Now, if if my grip strength isn't there, we're so connected with our hands, to our forearms, to our elbows, to our shoulder joint, to the rest of our body, that I'm literally creating this intentional disconnect between my hands and the rest of my body, because maybe the weight straps are taking 20, 30, 50, 70% of the load. That's not ideal. And a lot of people like Mike O'Hearn or big lifters will agree that using weightlifting straps actually aren't great. Build that true strength within your body. Don't create a dependency on straps. Create that true strength. So if you are using these all the time, drop the ego and let's start by lifting lighter weights so that you can start creating that true strength within your wrists, your hands, your forearms, all the way throughout the entire body. So with the combination of bracing your core, breathing diaphragmatically, getting rid of the weight belt, getting rid of the straps, and dropping the ego and starting to build true strength from the ground up, you are going to be in phenomenal shape for the rest of your life.